Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on this Saturn material. So I will show you how to create the ring mesh in Blender and how to make the UV unwrapping and UV mapping so that we can assign a single texture, a single square texture for the rings to get this effect. And also we will work on the planet material as well. So this is actually a unlit material. Actually this is not lit by the sun. We have done some special calculations here, but still it can respond to the direction of the sun like this. See? So right, let's see how to do this today. Right, so this is the same map I worked on the moon material. So I have already downloaded this Saturn ring texture and Saturn texture from this 𝐂𝐚𝐳𝐧𝐞𝐥 website. Here they are. So let me just create an instance of this moon material, because sorry, not the moon material, this Jupiter material. Here this texture, main texture is I have converted this to a texture parameter, so we can use the Saturn texture in place of this. And these cloud layers, I think these cloud layers will already work, or else we can replace them later. So yeah, if you don't know how did I implement this material, you can watch the full tutorial, this video, Unreal 5 planet material Jupiter. So this is where I worked on the Jupiter material. I will post a link in the description also. So yeah, let me create an instance. My Saturn, and let's move it to this Saturn folder. And as the main texture, let's use 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐫𝐴𝐧. Cool. Now instead of this moon, let me rename this Saturn, and also rename the map also Saturn. I can't rename the map while I have loaded the same map. Okay, it's okay, we can change it later. Let's use this material. Great. So the next thing is the rings. Because of the cloud layers, this kind of looks like the Jupiter, but it should be fine. We can change it later. So now, how do we create the rings? Actually inside Unreal we can create a ring mesh, but I don't know if it is possible to set the UV mapping if I use the Unreal modeling tool. So I don't think I can do that here. Oh, I don't know. So let's go to Blender. Right. So now we are in Blender. Here let's go to add mesh circle. Maybe let's set 512, radius 50. Okay. Now go to edit mode and press E so you can extrude, then press S. I think this scale would work. Alright. Now go to UV editing mode here, go to this face selection and select only one. Follow active quads, unwrap. Okay. Now select these two edges and match it. Match it to this square. Right, should be fine. Okay, maybe there are easier ways to do that, but do these things, but I'm not an expert in Blender. I just watched this in tutorial and just simply following it. Right, now here select all with A and follow active quads. Now everything is UV unwrapped, or what is it called, I don't know. Now let's export this Saturn frames. Okay, now here I switched into a demo map, a lighter demo map, because the previous map is dark and we can't really clearly see anything. So here let me drag and drop the rinse and import. Okay, now we don't see the other side, we don't see it from here, so let me just flip it. This is how it looks. So let's create a material from the Saturn ring texture, and Saturn rings, and apply. Correct. Now the rings are working, and if I move it up, we can't see it from this side because this doesn't have a face here. So what we can do is open the material and make it two-sided. Now we can see it from both sides. Okay, now let's go back to our map that we were working on. I'll name it Saturn wait, let me copy this and load this one. No need to save this level. What happened to the objects in this? It's okay. Let me make another map. Saturn. Oh, not the sun. Saturn. Okay, let's paste. Right, now here are the rings and we can't see them. So let me make this emissive so we can see it even in the dark. Alright, then this is moon. Let me name it as Saturn and use our Saturn material. Let me make a attach the rings to the Saturn and reset the location. Scale about 1. Okay, too large. 0.1. Too small. Point 0.06. Somewhat okay. Let me give some angle to this. Right, this looks cool. Shall we remove this cloud layer? Because of these clouds, I can't see the rains. Right. Okay. One more thing to make it easier for us to see. Let's reduce the overall scale a bit, maybe 2000. Right. Okay, so we don't really get the shadows here, and that is because this is unlit, obviously. So this is because of this emissive part. But if I get rid of that emissive part, we don't see the rings at all, because in this map the light level is very low. Right. Let me put the disk here for preview. Okay, now what we want is, even though we are using emissive color, we should render this side darker. So for that, let's add a multiplier here. And let's do a linear interpolation between 0 and 1. If the alpha is 1, this will be fully bright. If the alpha is 0, this will be fully dark. So we need to change this alpha based on the direction that this should land shadow, even though this material does not support the conventional shadowing as we are using unlit or emissive color emission. So right, so we can do a manual calculation for this. So what we need is we can get the absolute world position of the pixel being rendered, and then object position. So object position would give us this center position. That means also the position of this planet. And if I do a subtraction, this would give me a direction vector. And let's normalize this, and before putting into this looping, let's clamp between 0 and 1. Now you see we do get this side black, this side white, this side dark, this side lighter. See, it's somewhat okay, but we should not get this section fully dark, because maybe at least until this point we should see the rings. And also it should respond to the change in the light direction as well, sun direction as well. Right. So what we can do is, let's do a dot product of this vector with the light direction, sky atmosphere light direction. Right. Now it should respond to the light direction as well. See? Great. And the next thing is, at least we should see until this point. So we can maybe add some offset. How about 0.5? Oh, this is great. So this looks better now. So here, larger the planet size, lower this offset. So right now this looks okay, but I think we need to define some more properties for the metallic and roughness. I think 0 will work. Specular also nothing. Roughness. Okay. Because I saw some shininess when the sun is in the other side. Great. And that's it. Oh, let's go to the character level. Right. So this is how we see. Oh, wait. We still need to have transparency and some more fine tuning to this material. It doesn't have opacity, right? Let's change the blend mode to translucent. And do we have alpha in this texture? Yeah, we do. Correct. Alright, what else? Oh, now when I make it translucent, these properties are vanished, but that's not a problem actually. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied now with the way this looks. Yeah. Maybe one more thing we should address is we need to modify these cloud layers. So let me import that texture. Right. Maybe not like this. Let's do some selections this way. few more layers from here. Here. Wait. Forward to press shift. Yep. Right. Now let me save this one. Saturn Cloud 1. PNG, and the next Saturn Cloud 2. Right. Now here let me import them. Okay, now this material, Saturn material, is based on Jupiter material. Here let me convert these two to parameters. Cloud layer 1. Right, now Saturn Cloud 1 and Saturn Cloud 2. Alright, now I think it works fine. Okay, one more improvement would be, let's add an additional parameter here to control the speed. Just to vector. No, not a fast 2 vector. X only, we need to change only X value. Make plot 2. Right, so Y should be 0. We need this for both. Constant 0 because it's not rotating in Y direction. We can promote this to parameter cloud 1 speed. As I remember, the value was 0.006. And this one, I can't add on this. speed, this value. Right, now here we can change them if we want. So yeah, since there are not many features, it is clear. It's very subtle, but we can see some movement on the surface. So we don't really have to make it too fast because it doesn't look good. So maybe we should just leave the default values. If you want, you have the parameters to change them. Right, so now I'm going to stop this episode right here. And this is the way it looks, the final look. And thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.